Welcome everybody to our series of videos on how to take a Menards utility knife and kind of dress it up and make it your own personal utility knife. And the way we're going to do that is by making scales for the outside of the utility knife. Now you can do this with any utility knife. Obviously you'll have to program and go through Aspire and make this happen, but anything with screws in it you can take apart and then make your own custom scales for it. So the one I'm using is the one from Menards. It's a Mastercraft, and we're going to sit there and show you how to take it apart, go through the machining, the finishing of that particular scale for that particular utility knife. The program and instructions and videos are available on my website and my YouTube site, silverbackwoodworking.com. So I invite you to come there and enjoy what we got coming to you right now. So here we go. The first thing that we're going to do is do our rough cut with a 1/4 inch ball nose bit. This is, like I said, part of the program that is available on my website. So here we go. The first thing we got to do is we got to set the Z height for our tool. Remember, every time you change a tool, you got to make a Z height correction for that particular tool. So here we go. We set there, and we're going to come over to the plate. Come down a little bit. Get kind of close so we don't have to go too far. Then we go over the plate, and it says prepare the touch plate tool bit must be above the material, which we do have. We hit OK. Then we got to touch to make sure that we have a good electrical connection. We do. It touches off and automatically gives you your Z height. Now we're ready to run the program. Turn on your dust collector, and we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, we're done with that roughing cut. Now we'll change tools to the finish bit, which is a 1/16 inch tapered ball nose bit. And then we'll run the finish program. So here we go to change the bit. Okay, we're ready to touch it off now, like we did with the 1/4 inch ball nose bit. Again, like I said before, you have to touch off on every bit. Okay, now that we got the touch off done, we're ready to run our finish program. Turn on the dust collector and run your finish program. Okay, the next step that I usually do is I put some cyan acrylate on it, super glue, and that helps with defining whatever graphics you're going to put on here, letters, logos, whatever. The cyano acrylate will also seal the wood for when we go to fill in those graphics with epoxy. It doesn't get into the grain of the wood. And the other thing it also does is help strengthen the wood if you got soft and punky wood. So basically what I'm going to do is put this on, turn the dust collector back on to take the fumes away, let it set for a while, and then we'll be back. You also get to kind of see what the grain of the wood is going to look like a little bit too, because this does wet down pretty much. This is really soaking it up, which doesn't surprise me. This wood is really, really soft. This happens to be a apple tree that we had pruned, and it had some 5 and 6 inch branches on it that we pruned off, or my friend pruned off, and I basically cut it up, dried it out, and now I'm using it for these blanks. It's pretty wood, but there are some pieces that seem to be really, really soft. So this will help that a lot, because it'll soak right in, and it strengthens this piece of wood. This thing's really soaking it up. I just let it soak up as much as it's going to want. That'll just make our job easier when we go to do the finishing. Okay, I'm going to continue on doing this, turning the blower on, and we'll see you when we get back. Okay, we're ready now to do our V-carving. All of our super glue is dried, so we're ready to change our bits to a V-carve bit and go ahead and do our lettering. Okay, well, let's touch it off. And now we're ready to turn on the dust collector and run our program. See you back when we get it done. Okay, we're ready to do the holes and the profile. These are both done with an 1/8 inch bit. We're going to load it up and cut them out. This should be the last operation as far as the machining goes. So let's go ahead and get the Z height set, and we'll be ready to start the machine back up. Okay, we're ready to start the holes and then the profile.